for this week's challenge, we've got some information about Formula One races. So if we have a look at that, then we can see that we've got the time for each lap. So one of the first things we need to make sure is that each driver completes that lap. Otherwise, they can't have points, right? Because they need to finish the race in order to have a position. So first of all, we group by each of the races and we find out what the maximum lap is. So you need to have completed that many in order to get a positioning, basically. So we join that back to our data set on the file name so that we have that extra information about how many laps you have to have completed in order to count, basically. So we have that information there, and we're just going to then group by each race, the name of the driver. We're going to take the max value of the lap so that we can see if they finished the race or not, and we can sum together their lap times. Now that's the bit that I missed out the first time. I thought that you could just have the value of the latest lap and that would be your that would be your finishing time, but no, you have to sum together all of the different laps to get that, how long it took them to complete the race, basically. Okay, so we can already see here in the output that this person's only got 43 laps out of a possible 44, so they clearly didn't finish. So we will not be placing them. And we're going to just filter those people out. So we only want to take through the people who have a max lap equal to the overall maximum number of laps. So great, we've dealt with that now. So if we're grouping by each of our races, then we're going to sort into ascending order all of the lap times, their total lap times, so how long it took them to finish the race, so that we can then just give a number for their positioning. So to do that, very simply, just grouping by that race and then adding one to the previous row's position. And it starts at 0, so we start at 1. Nice and simple, and a quick way to do that for each race. So we have the points stored in a very inefficient format for now. So we're just going to do a transpose of that. Just take out the number from here using a bit of regex parsing. So taking out any digits so we know the places and the value associated with them. Do a bit of renaming and join those together. So this will just give us those who get points for where they finished. And so we can just do a simple bit of summarizing for grouping by each name, summing together those points that they got across the championship, do a simple bit of sorting to find out the top 3, and use a sample tool to just isolate it to those 3. And perfect, that's all we need to do. So quite a simple challenge. So thanks for listening.